So, ladies, tell me a little bit about this. You're in Tribeca. It's exciting. Congratulations on all your success. How do you feel about all this?
We feel great. We feel really strong, and we're very excited to be invited to screen not just one, but two projects. So it's a little bit of an embarrassment of riches, and we're just excited to celebrate. We've got two films here. We've got Cherry Lemonade by Aisha Ford and Blood and Glory, which is by Sati Kaur.
Very nice. And tell me a little bit about those two films.
Sure. Cherry Lemonade is about a young Black girl growing up and learning how to, defend herself in her life. So that's by Aisha Ford, and that's screening as part of the Juneteenth program tomorrow at Tribeca on Saturday. And Blood and Glory is about a female veteran who comes back and is living on the streets, and her struggle with getting a job and period poverty, and it's just both are emotional films that just speak so much to this types of stories our filmmakers want to tell, and they're just beautiful films.
Yeah, people are so hungry for these stories right now. We're so proud of our filmmakers above and below the line, and the program camaraderie that ushered these films into existence.
And what I love especially about Blood and Glory is the fact that you highlight women that are struggling, but they have so much strength at the same time. It's just absolutely incredible, especially women in the military. It's something you don't hear about very often. You hear about the men a lot, but you very rarely hear about the women unless it's like a case like Jessica Lynch or something like that. So I think it's incredible that your team put together such an amazing movie.
These films just spoke to us. We read the scripts and we thought the stories were so beautifully told that we were absolutely passionate, so passionate and compelled to tell these stories and bring these filmmakers, these talented women to the fore.
And the same thing with Cherry Lemonade. It's just like, she's a badass defending herself. And not only could Black women relate to it, but women in general. And I think showing strong women like that, it's just, again, so incredible because a lot of times we see women portrayed in a different way. And just seeing them like this, I think it's going to really speak to the younger generation and teach them to be as strong as she is.
Yeah, and we love seeing the relationships and how the relationships change over the course of these films as well. Especially, the young girl with her brother. I don't want to give too much away, but really beautiful to see their relationship and how they grow together. It just meant a lot to me.
Yeah, what ways do you relate to the women in both films?
Relate to their strength, but also their vulnerability in a lot of ways and what they go through. I think we all go through trials and tribulations in our lives, and we really hope to come out on the other side a better person and to learn from them. And I feel like they do in these particular cases. They kind of get called out on things, and it's really important to have people in your life who are going to call you out on the things that you do that are sometimes, maybe you didn't make a great decision, and then being able to move on from that in a really positive way, I thought was brilliant.
Yeah, and I think it's the support, and the teamwork that always speaks to me. Is like in Blood and Glory, it's like she's not alone. She has another veteran with her, and that's very representative of what our organization is like as well. So while we had that relationship on screen, it's the relationship off screen that we want to support. We had over 70% women on crew in every department on these films. And, it made shooting and telling these stories more comfortable and possible because of the people that were making it happen behind the scenes. So, it was an incredible experience then. And it's so wonderful to see it come to life and now be able to share those experiences with the world.
Exactly. I mean, that support is so important to our organization. we don't just make the films, check a box, and then we're done. We follow through with our filmmakers. I mean, now it's like a year and a half or more that we've been working with them to make sure that they continue their trajectory. We just want to see them continue to do well. And we've had amazing outcomes from these filmmakers and the people who work with them in the crew as well. Everybody's doing so well.
And tell me a little bit about this organization. I want to hear more about it.
Well, I started it in 2010, and then we went 501c3 in 2017, and it was all based around hiring women, women in the film industry. Because for many years we were told there were no women to hire, women didn't want to do the jobs. What women? Women don't exist. And I knew that wasn't true. And I had a number of contact sheets from neighborhood events that I was doing with women and men above and below the line. And it just grew and grew and grew. And before you know it, I had to start a 501c3 in 2017 to really push the idea of hiring not just women at the top, meaning the directors and the producers and writers, which is of course important, but also hiring more women in the crew, because that's really where the numbers game is. Because there's a lot of people in your camera department, a lot of people in your art department, grip, electric, and that's where the glass ceiling was for so long, getting more women into those quote unquote male dominated fields. And that's really changing now. And we've been in the vanguard of making that change. Because if you think about it, there's one director on set, right? So if we're only aiming towards changing that one position, we're never going to get to parity. Whereas if we aim for 40 to 60% women in each department, on every show, every crew, that's how we're going to get the numbers to shake out to parity on set.
Allison, you want to add anything?
Yeah, well, I mean, this particular initiative, the Camaraderie Initiative, encompasses all of the things and all of the goals that our organization, finds important. And everything that we do through the organization, we do through the initiative. So mentorship, education, training. We have like an amazing training, program coming up this summer for our next Camaraderie initiative. And so, there's just all of the effort, that we're putting into every aspect of this and growing and, growing our membership, their skills and their networks is just going to speak to, the goals that we have for the initiative. So, it's not just about making short films, it's about making careers and sustainable careers. So everything that we're doing right now and, through supporting, the festival run and these, exciting screenings we're having at Tribeca, it's all about what we're going to do and build from this point for their careers moving forward. So, and everybody that worked, not just the directors or the producers, everybody on these films are doing amazing, wonderful work.
Exactly. It's quite the stepping stone, right? It's like, this is my short film, it was at Tribeca, and now I'm moving on to do some other amazing project. That's really the goal.
That is absolutely amazing, and I applaud you for that. Have you considered maybe going on tour to colleges and high schools and talking to the young ladies about this and maybe inspiring them to go into film?
We do regularly. I'm really fortunate. I get emails from these young girls and young women all the time where they ask me to come in and talk to them, or like Girl Scout troops will ask me to come in and talk with them. And it's very exciting. There are always these really amazing, smart, brilliant girls who want to know if there are other positions in the industry for them. Because for the longest time, I think girls only saw that you could be an actress or a director, or, there were like limited things. They didn't know that they could also shoot to be a cinematographer or a production designer or a grip, all these other fun positions that should be open to them. And we're making it very clear that that's what they should be aiming for, if that's where they fit. Not everybody's meant to be a director. Some people are meant to be a production designer or a producer
or an editor, right?
Or
so
editor,
that in post-production, yes. There are so many jobs in post-production and support jobs in the industry, right? So we're so excited that we're starting to see the change happen, that we've been able to, usher in this new change and seeing that the industry is responding and supporting that. So there are so many opportunities for younger women, and we absolutely hope that continues to happen and it grows.
Yes, we're seeing the industry really embrace more women in those important job sustaining below the line careers.
As it should be, as it absolutely should be.
That's right. If you have the talent and the interest and the ability and the desire, nothing should be, nothing should hold you back from going for the position that you want.
Exactly. And one thing I like to ask people I interview is I want you each to tell me a fun fact about yourself.
I didn't hear that. You wanted a fun fact about me?
Yeah, about what, and I want one about each of you.
Oh, well, I was a club DJ. For many-
Really? Nice.
Yeah.
God.
I can beat match.
I know I was gonna say I don't even know how to compete with that. Oh goodness. I guess my fun fact is that my show After Forever, I'm a producer, has won 6 Emmys, and we're the most Emmy awarded LGBTQ TV show ever. So super proud of that.
Okay. May I touch you?
Nice. Nice. And how do you two know each other? I'm just curious.
Yeah, you know what? We both taught, at universities before, and we actually met while we were teaching years ago, and had stayed in touch. And Tema's been doing such amazing work with the organization, so she asked me to get involved a couple of years ago, and it's just been all history.
Yeah,
and we're going to continue to make history.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely, yes. And off topic, Tema, you look like Ali Sheedy. Very cute. I like it. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
You're both very cute, but yeah, I was looking at you. I was like, you look just like her. So
Fantastic.
yeah.
Is she my good twin or my bad twin?
It depends on the day.
Yeah,
maybe.
that's a fact.
Good save, yes.
She's probably the good twin.
Right.
Now I'm feeling a little more perky. I might be the good twin.
Very nice. And since we also covered TV on my site, what are you two watching on TV these days?
I'm rewatching Shameless because we had the production designer Nina Ruscio at one of our 2-day learning conventions. So I felt like I needed to revisit it so I could ask her some intelligent questions. And then I got so stuck because it's such a funny, awesome show, and her design is amazing. So I've been watching that.
Yeah, I'm all caught up on Handmaid's Tale, which it's like a devastating but amazing show. And right now I just started watching Atlanta because I had never seen the show before. So I'm in season 2 of Atlanta right now.
Very nice. You guys give me two things to put on my list of shows to watch. Got to check it out. Nice. And where can we follow you on social media so we can keep following your fantastic work?
So on Twitter, you can find us on Women N Media. That's Women, the letter N Media. On Instagram, Women in Media Inc. as an incorporated, INC.
All right, I'll send you a follow. You two were a delight to talk to. Congratulations and good luck at the rest of the festival.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
What a pleasure.
Yes, we'll talk to you soon.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.
Bye.